It's a big challenge to understand ourselves as highly sensitive people. I thought it'd be a good idea to make a video about being highly sensitive for other highly sensitive people to get more comfort and understanding about themselves, because some people who are highly sensitive don't even know it, and many are burnt out already. And many who are not highly sensitive, some have not even heard of the term, and I understand that it's a challenge to understand us. It is. So, what I did not mention in that video about being low is that we as highly sensitive people also have high highs and low lows. Because we experience everything so deeply, we feel everything so much. Because there is an acronym of what a highly sensitive person is, and it's made by the researcher and psychologist Elaine Aron, and it's DOES. Those 4 letters, DOES. And what they stand for is that when you're a highly sensitive person, you process things deeply, depth of processing. So we feel everything so much, but we also think a lot about these feelings. So there's lots of feelings and lots of thoughts. So that is why it's easier for us as highly sensitive people to get overwhelmed, as the O in the DOS stands for. And that means that we need more time for recovery. I will repeat that. We need more time for recovery. And in this kind of society where 40 hours a week is supposed to be normal, something that everyone is supposed to be able to handle in a normal and good way, it can be a challenge to take those opportunities to recover and rest. And the E in the acronym stands for empathy. Since we feel everything so much, we also feel empathy. And since we feel everything so much, we know what it's like to feel low. We know what it's like to experience heavy feelings. So it's easier for us to feel deep empathy. I'm not saying that people who are not highly sensitive don't feel empathy. Empathy is a trait of human beings. Everyone feels empathy. It's just that we can understand this, we can feel it, we can understand other people and how they feel in probably a deeper way. And the S in the 4 letters stands for sensitivity. Yes. And it's not only being sensitive to feelings. It's not only feeling the feelings in a deeper way. It can also be physical. Some highly sensitive people are very, very sensitive to noise and lights and things like that. I'm not. But I'm very sensitive to caffeine. Elaine Aron has a funny quote in her book that says, caffeine is a powerful drug for highly sensitives. And that's really true on me. I use caffeine maybe once a week when I feel I need it, when I want this extra high. But I get a lot of energy and I might need some recovery after that as well. And there are 2 types of highly sensitive people, the introverted and the extroverted. The introverted often stays away from big social interactions and maybe don't get too involved in other people's challenges and stuff, while the extroverted loves social interactions, loves people, and loves digging deep into other people. That means we might need even more time for recovery and time to process all of this in depth that we do. So this information, this is what I really, really love to convey in order for highly sensitive people and people that are not highly sensitive, for a better understanding, because we're quite different. 20% of the populations are supposed to be highly sensitive, and we're born with this trait. It's a trait. It's not a neurodivergency like ADHD or ADD. It's not diagnosis, as we call it in Swedish, but it is a personality trait. It's very similar to ADHD and ADD and other divergencies. And it makes it easier for ourselves and other people to understand us. And when I understood only a few years ago that I am a highly sensitive person, it explained so much to me. It was such a relief to get to know more of why I work the way I do. Why, for example, I have never taken on a full-time job. I've been an at-home mom for 7 years because I've known that it would not be good for me. And when I started working close to full-time, I got burnt out. Yeah. So coming back to 20% of the population being highly sensitive, if we look at animal packs, 20% of every animal pack are highly sensitive as well, because it's a very good trait to have some individuals in the pack to be a bit more aware if, for example, someone is not feeling good, and a bit more aware of the surroundings. So it is a good trait. However, in this kind of society, it can be experienced as a big challenge. That is why this kind of information is so important, so that we can adjust our lives to our personality trait. So now I'm not working close to full-time at all. I'm starting my own business, so I can choose my own working hours and my own way of working. Right now I'm writing a book, for example. It's quite good and relaxing. So coming back to feeling low. My guess, why the lows as a highly sensitive can feel so augmented and they can feel so deep is because we are also experiencing these highs. So when we are in the highs, everything is so great. We have more energy than normal people, whoever is normal. I don't know if they exist, but we have a lot of energy and we are so aware, we're so social, and we just want to do everything. We often want to change the world. And that is why the contrast can be so big when we step into the lows. And I think the lows come when we have not taken our time for recovery. So I hope this gave some information, some understanding to highly sensitive people. Thank you so much for watching.